113th meeting, the battle for Floyd of Rosedale, and off we go from Iowa City with a touchback. Hawkeyes won the toss and choose to receive. And it's a flip to the wide open field, and Tyler Goodson showing off some of that big playability. First down into Gopher territory on a 26-yard run with some misdirection.
Yeah, nobody runs more QB sneaks in Iowa with huge success, and you can see all eyes there get inside, get locked in, and you just break containment. That's as easy as it could possibly get, and that's exactly what Iowa wanted.
He's back to throw on 4th and short. Delivers a strike for a first down to Nate Weeding, the 5th-year senior back from injury. Last year, that's just the 15th catch by a tight end this year. On 1st and 10, Stanley scanning the field, finds Reganey inside the 5 and in for the Iowa touchdown. The redshirt freshman from 21 yards.
It was a go route on 1st down. It was a cross and go later. And how about the double move here? You think they've seen these Gophers be aggressive in the secondary? Right, that is 3 different play calls on your script to make sure you attack that for these Hawkeyes to really mix it up and break their tendencies.
And an issue here on the point after, and it remains 6-0. And of course, something you remember as this game goes. And he hooks it. A little bit too tall of a mountain to climb for the Red. 8 in the college football playoff standings. Here's Goodson again. Steps out of a tackle. Crosses midfield. Inside the 40. And so far, Brock's showing why they wanted to give him a bigger. Heavy dose of Goodson in this first quarter. The freshman trying to get around the edge. Crashes his way in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. 10 yards. Goodson running with a purpose.
Well, one of PJ Fleck's stats that he looks at and says it's been one of the biggest determinants of who wins and loses is missed tackles. And that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and then I will run through number 4 as well.
They love it, and in this case, they hate each other. Morgan pumps short. He's got his eyes over the top. Even one for Bateman. Underthrown. Comes back to catch it. As he's done so many times this year. Rashad Bateman provides a big play.
And that's just a one-on-one with Jack Kerner, the safety. And that is a advantage Minnesota. Right? That is what everybody calls a 50-50 ball, a contested ball. And you
a little more manageable. And he nailed it right through the middle. 2. Here's 2nd down and 8. Stanley steps into the pocket to the sideline. A strike for Tracy. Slips the defender and breaks free. All the way to the 25. A guy that they think has a big play knack has started to show up the last few weeks with Brandon Smith injured.
Yeah, it's a true freshman running back. It's the redshirt freshman wide receiver. It is yet another bullet perfectly thrown. Nate Stanley is comfortable back in that pocket. And put a couple more missed tackles here for Minnesota. Just something they've not done this season on this run to 9-0. They have secured that tackle, but scored 240. Throwing rockets.
The non-elastic sleeves. He's got the whole picture. Play action. Deep drop. End zone. Smith-Marset. Touchdown, Iowa. The Hawkeyes exploding out of the gates. 3 drives and 3 touchdowns against the 8th-ranked team.
That's what everybody loves to do, and boy, this play and this plan is working perfectly. What do you want to do down in the red zone? You want to run those rub routes, right? You want traffic. You want this corner here, Coney Durr, to have to get through that congestion. He cannot. And I'll say it again for about the 10th time.
Morgan looks to throw, lofting one downfield. Tyler Johnson able to hang on. Absorbed the hit from Jack Kerner for a gain of 36. And he's slow getting up. And you can understand why. What incredible toughness.
He is so good. The vertical route here is you're going to see Iowa react to that run action. And Jack Kerner does all he can to get back into center field. That is quite a shot, running full speed, totally off your feet, and landing with all that force right on your back.
Conference, scoring 40 points per game in conference play, held to 3 so far. Morgan finds Douglas. What a dime! Third catch of the day for Douglas. This one goes for a gain of 20. He hit it off of the upright and through. That close to being a disaster at the end of the half for Fleck and the Gophers, but instead they're within passing efficiency. Hands it off here, and Rodney Smith finds a hole, breaks a tackle, lowers the shoulder, and runs to the 40. The 6th-year senior they call Great Grandpa gets 19 yards and a first down.
And you know what you saw 0 of in the first half of this? Yards between the tackles, less than 40 yards rushing in that first half for the Gophers. I think there was a conversation at halftime between head coach, that offensive line, this run game, and saying, listen, we're not going to pay.
Morgan looking down the seam. Johnson's broken loose for the touchdown. Minnesota finally finds the end zone with a 28-yard strike to the senior.
Just can't do it any better. What did PJ say to Bruce? We're going to go down, we're going to score, and you're going to see a perfect route here. But watch the RPO in the bind it puts the safety in. He comes up, gets flat-footed, and he's gone. There's a saying in football, if you're even, you're leaving.
Man-to-man across the board as Morgan goes back to throw. Wants one-on-one. Tyler Johnson climbs the ladder and comes down with it. Tyler Johnson having a heck of a day. 29 yards to... Morgan on the slant. Johnson drops it. Now flags fly. Flags come flying from all over the place at the end of the play. Are they going to get Dane Belton for a hit on Johnson after he drops it?
Well, there were multiple flags that came in after the drop. And I think that's the conversation here. You saw PJ Fleck run on the field to try to defend his player. It was a drop. It was a true freshman once again that takes a shot after that drop, and I think that's what all this conversation is right here. And this is a veteran crew. You don't bring one guy in. Jerry knows the impact of this play in this moment right now as he's getting the feedback from everybody.
Add to the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Iowa, number 4. That's his first of the game. Also, unsportsmanlike conduct on Minnesota, their head coach, his first of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Iowa.
So the Hawkeyes with the offsetting penalties get it. It's a program record. This one tails its way through and gives Iowa a 2-score lead with 7:13 left. Look, and a lot of them tough plays, but again, plays they've made. Here's Morgan looking to throw. Open man comes loose. Rashad Bateman. Into tight coverage, but he finds Johnson. This time he hangs on into Iowa territory on a 4th on 3rd and 8. Morgan has time, finds an open man out of the backfield, Ibrahim. So they direct snap to Smith, breaks the plane, touchdown. Minnesota not finished yet, back to within a score with 3:27 left.
Yeah, this big old Wildcat heavy package has been so good for the Gophers this season. And for the first time, they finally cracked that end zone down into the red zone. Took a little bit of time, took an extra timeout, but it certainly put themselves in a position here where the pressure goes back on the home team to try to finish.
Walker missed it. Third down for the Hawkeyes. They'll look to throw. Stanley pressured and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Sam Renner. Do Treadway. They line. Kramer lofting down the field. Jump ball. It is picked off by Riley Moss. And Minnesota's dream season ends here at Kinnick.